On afternoon break, I'm Sam Bauman.
And I'm Becky Sotero. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. You know, I feel a little refreshed after the weekend.
You do?
How about you?
Good. Oh, so refreshed.
Yeah?
I had an extraordinary weekend. It was very productive. I'm moving. I'm staying in Savannah, obviously. But you know, the search for the place has been a thing.
Yeah.
And I'm moving closer. Just excited about it. I feel revived, very productive.
Yeah, feeling good.
Yeah,
you
just
know?
like a lot of Dogs fans are coming up.
A lot of Dogs fans. Yeah, this Monday, not so Monday-ish, because a lot of people maybe just wanting to get through work because big game tonight, if you haven't heard. The Georgia Bulldogs are back in the national championship game for a second year in a row. Of course, the Dogs are taking on TCU. The game being played at SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles. That's where our Tim Guidera and Chad Maxwell took that more than 2,000-mile journey out there to LA to join us live from SoFi. Guys, how's it feeling so far?
You know, it's been a good trip so far, busy, productive, and man, what a city Los Angeles is. An awful lot going on here pretty much every time we walk out the door.
Yeah, Becky can speak to it. Pretty spread out. To get from A to B is more like A to B to C to D.
You are sitting in the remarkable state-of-the-art SoFi Stadium. What's that atmosphere like? I know it's pretty incredible out there with the fans, but I just want to know, put us there in that moment right now.
Yeah, you got all the sunshine and blue skies that Sam was talking about off the top of the show because it's a gloomy, rainy day outside here. Of course, it's a covered stadium, so the game won't be affected by that. But the atmosphere around the stadium at the time that we got here, very subdued because people aren't showing up yet. They're kind of waiting where they are. Also, there is a no tailgating policy at SoFi Stadium. I'm not quite sure they understand Southern college football here in Los Angeles. I want to see how that goes over. I think we might still see some folks having a little good time out in the parking lot.
Yeah, but the pep rally yesterday at the convention center was phenomenal. Both teams, bands, dance teams, you name it, mascots, really got the crowd pumped up. And it really started feeling like a game day environment during that time.
Now, I know leading up to the game, like you guys said, not many fans there yet, but have you seen a lot of Georgia fans around LA at these different events? Have the Bulldogs shown up so far?
You know, we started seeing fans show up maybe yesterday afternoon, and then by the time last night rolled around, we really started to see them pretty much everywhere. But a lot of Georgia fans aren't getting to Los Angeles until today. They stayed in Las Vegas. In fact, large groups are taking charter buses over. Thomas and Hutton has 16 folks staying in Vegas coming over today. So within the next hour or two, I think we're going to start seeing a lot of red and black around SoFi.
It really has felt 50-50, though, in terms of who we've seen on the elevator, out and about. It's definitely not going to be the same feel as Atlanta, that is for sure.
I believe that. A mix of red and purple out there today. Now, we were showing some video of Media Day, which you guys were at. Were there any surprises from some of those interviews? Anything you really took away from the experience there?
I would say the biggest surprise first is that Tim and I only missed one exit on the way to the convention center, and we got there.
I did that, by the way, yeah. He got us turned around. But, really, I think if there was any takeaway from it, it was just how professional and poised all these college players seem. They were so ready, and they answered every question unflinchingly, had really good information, and, you would think that maybe it would be overwhelming, especially for TCU, who don't get the attention that on that national level all the time. Didn't bother them at all. All the players were fantastic, and they were just looking to get here for this week.
I would say what stood out the most was just the mutual respect from both sides. These two teams, I mean, I wouldn't call them equally matched in terms of talent, but equally matched in terms of respect for one another, and it should be an awesome game here tonight.
Yeah, Chad. Well, navigating Los Angeles is not for the faint of heart, so I'm proud of you guys for getting there. Before we let you go, we do want to talk about this matchup tonight for those who don't know. What are we looking at? Who's favored to win? I myself, I have not followed these two teams very heavily, so educate those who may not know a lot about either team right now.
Well, Dogs are 2-touchdown favorite. That's surprising for a game of this level. You don't usually see the point spread that large, but I think they earned that reputation. They've had a great season. They're undefeated. First time they are 14-0 in the program history. They have been number one for most of the year. TCU, kind of a surprise to be here, but maybe not from October on. They answered every challenge, and they certainly have earned their spot in this playoff game.
And they've really answered it with a solid defense, not a crazy good defense, but their offense is incredibly explosive. Max Duggan, the quarterback, dual threat. He can throw it, run it. And then at receiver, Quentin Johnston is an NFL-type bodied receiver, also with 4.3, 4.4 speed. So the defense for Georgia is definitely going to have their hands full.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see a lot of points because both teams can put them up. And in games like this, any little mistake sometimes leads to a touchdown.
All right, guys, thank you so much for the insight. I know all eyes are going to be locked on LA tonight. I know you guys have a really busy day ahead. We'll be checking in with you. You won't get much downtime, so grab some popcorn, some peanuts while you can, and try and get some energy, guys.
Absolutely. Popcorn and peanuts. That's the right energy we need.
Thanks, guys. Hey, a lot of competitive